Hey you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. It's Monday the 20th and I'm out here in what I call the North Garden, and I just wanted to show you guys that we have been getting blooms on my Buttercup winter squash, and it's doing fantastic. It's just impressive. It's right on time. There's another bloom. I am in love with this. This is the save seed. This is the first time using the save seed, but it looks like we're gonna have a wonderful fruit set here very soon. I'm looking around here. I'm kind of stalling as I talk because I am looking for the females, and I have seen them, but I don't see them at the moment. I believe I located a female in here. Well, a couple. So, let me move that leaf. There you go. There's a female. And it's just going to look round, kind of like just a regular pumpkin. Let's see if we can find the second one. Well, there's two of them. There's this one and this one. And they're round. They're coming. They'll keep coming here in just a little bit, you know, over the next week or two. The temperatures are just beginning to be the right temp for creating female blooms, and I know that seems strange, and I don't know that I even can prove, find like a scientific article for you, but I can definitely tell you from experience with the growth rate and how this did me for 2 years in a row. It just looks like it's an unproductive vine. It can go through May all the way to like September, and you think, oh, I'm just gonna get nothing, and then all of a sudden the boy blooms and you're like, okay, still gonna get nothing. It's at that point where you feel like a broken record complaining about it. However, then all of a sudden we start reaching, we're at 75-degree night temps right now, and we start reaching 73, 72, and you'll start seeing those females begin to develop off the vine, and like by the time we're at 70-degree nights, boom, we have ourselves massive fruiting going on. Yeah, it's hard for me. I'm not finding a lot of females. So this Thursday, when the rest of the country gets their cold snap, Central Florida is going to receive our cold snap too. It's not going to be near the same, but I did notice that we're going to be around 72, 73 degree nights on the East Coast in 9B. That'll be all we need to get all this party started. So last week I was telling you about how Charlie and I moved a lot of mushroom compost and then pine mulch. And over here is my corn, which is going to tassel. And I don't even see any ears like here. Let me show you. See, like that's the tassel right here. And there should be an ear developing down below it, but there is not any ears for that pollen to hit. You see? Nothing. I don't see any ears. So I hope this is not in vain right up here. And this is probably also why you should do more than 22 ears of corn, which is now like 21, because I'm losing that. But it's fun. We'll see where it goes with this. Maybe I'll get 3 ears. I have a little bit of sunflowers in here. I forgot to mention that in the garden tour video. So I have all this really, really nice cultivated ground, and I was going to put beans in here and a couple other things, but I think I'm just going to skip on the beans for now, and I'm going to put those green beans in like the house garden later after other things stop. But for right now, Jack is already saying, hey, where's my favorite squash? Well, here they are, baby. They're still in the packet, not in the ground. But we're going to fix that today. I'm going to put Zephyr Squash, hybrid patty pan summer squash, which is going to be sort of a golden-y thing called Sunburst F1. We're going to put that in there. Normally I do Pattison Golden Mabry, but since I was already on the Johnny's Seed site, that's what I ordered there. And then Benning's Green Tint Squash, which is really, really good. So it's like other squash, but it has just a tiny bit of a citrus twist to the flavor profile. So what I'm going to do, since two of these are patty pans, I'm going to go ahead and put the Zephyr and the first patty pan up here. Then I'm going to put the Benning's Green Tint over there on that far side. I just thought of something while I was putting down a row of these Benning's Green Tint. I didn't explain why I put these specifically over here, and there was a reason behind it. Because I have two patty pan types and varieties. Sorry, I'm being eaten by an ant. Because I have two patty pan varieties, I actually wanted to separate them just a little bit. And then I have a good feeling that I won't be able to save any of the seeds from any of these anyhow. But the Zephyr's up here on the front side, and then the golden patty pan is over here. And the bees will intermix that, which is why your seed is no longer pure. However, I just felt like having two different varieties. They look different, everything. I'll be able to distinguish the vines from one another. Zephyr should kind of stay more like in its own round circle, if you will. The patty pans tend to travel much like this winter squash is. So that's just kind of what I was thinking. I actually left a little bit of space right there for whatever gets my fancy here in a little while. I'm not sure. I just put a whole lot of flowers in a pan. Hold on, let's show you. After that onion transplanting video the other day on Friday, I went ahead and made a tray with 4 different rows in it. And let's just go ahead and go through the varieties right now. So this is Crimson Feathers Poppy, Lemon Bee Balm, Rainbow Loveliness Dianthus, and Bright Light Swiss Chard. Now, some of these I believe, can germinate in warmer temps. But I knew my poppy is not going to germinate until it's closer to around, I can't remember for sure, somewhere between 40 and 60 degrees. So these have actually been in my refrigerator, which most fridges are around the 40-degree mark. Not freezing, but really cold. So this tray has been in my garage refrigerator for 2 days, and I'm hoping that stimulated the seeds. And I went ahead and brought it out today. We're having quite the overcast day, a little bit of rain, and I'm just going to see if we start getting some germination here. Sometimes I think I see something, but maybe I don't. But anyhow, that's what I did, and I may fill some of that area in the north garden with flowers, and I definitely want to get my Swiss chard game going on pretty good. The poppies are a super long shot. I highly doubt that I'm going to get anything like a poppy flower, but if I'm going to get it, we're going to try it in an overwintering situation. Oh, and then this kind of reminds me, so this is leeks, and we will try leeks again up there in the south garden this year, this winter. I have some other pots with leeks, and then I just realized I accidentally left this pot with 2 leeks in it here, and maybe a 3rd leek over here. Next up will be the cold weather crops, because we definitely need to get them going, but they really did not like trying to go in and out of the fridge. Hold on, let me show you those too. My apologies, I'm like all over the yard today, but if I can, I'm not sure I can quite read this. None of my Brussels came up. The Jade Cross, the Red Express cabbage, I had 2 come up. Early golden cabbage, I had maybe 4. Snowball cauliflower, I had none. So I went and ordered some more seed for cauliflower and for cabbage actually. Then Godzilla broccoli looks really good. I do believe they tolerate a lot more heat than other cold weather crops. Dead on cabbage, I had just one cabbage. So I did order more seed along with the cauliflower. And then this is my Bok Choy in here. So it was a great experiment. These actually just went underneath a cold AC vent and in front of a, let's see, I guess that was an east facing window. So they got a lot of morning sun, and they didn't get real leggy, but I also didn't get great germination. And I do blame some of it with the seed being old. But I think we're gonna do another like totally complete video on that to explain what happened in that sort of experiment. But I don't think that'll be for a couple more weeks, because I'm gonna go ahead and get those other cold weather crops up, and then we'll have something really good to compare back and forth with. But just so you know, I've been trying different ways and how much cold that they need, just to see what I get. And this is going in the house garden, just so you know. This is full sun. This is like 2:30 in the afternoon. But this morning I was so happy because a lot of those Friday transplants were already sticking straight up. They're kind of wilty right now because it's super hot, but we had rain through the past 2 nights, and they were standing, these are the red creoles, they were standing straight up. It was just lovely to see that they didn't suffer much transplant shock. And yeah, that's, my peppers are still over there. I have not addressed those, and it won't be today either. Look at this. Do you see what I had to do? Buddy was like, oh, you left a gap over here. That dog is way too smart for his own good, and he was just sniffing around all the tools and the new soil here, and he was definitely curious as to what I did over here. And so we have to put his curiosity at bay, even though it's just like kind of this crappy old tomato cage. It's just enough to deter him. Oh, and I forgot to show, let me show you one more thing, and then we're going to close out the video. Okay, I lied, 2 more things. So the cages are all up, as many as I had, and as you can see, they're just going to be support. What I decided, we're going to go give them support while we still have another month of rain and rain and heat, and then by October, November, they can drape over, and then they can start creeping. But we're going to give them a good start, and then we're going to let them creep, and then I don't have to worry about if they get frost, and they're going to have some good airflow, because they're, at least the base of them is going to be going upright and not on the ground for disease and fungus and whatever. And then last but not least, we have new life. Look, the marketer cucumbers are coming up. Isn't that sweet? Some of them are still under a little bit, like I have a gap there, but this is really the first day they're beginning to poke out, and that's pretty cool. So next time you see this area, you should see a beautiful row of cucumbers. These are the full-size slicing cucumbers. I'm super stoked. So on that note, you guys, I want you to take care, God bless, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Who's the cutest little dog? You are panting. Is it time to go in? Okay, come on.